Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces, introducing you to the Amantii Symmetry Lumina. Lumina is the latest version of the Amantii Symmetry series. We refer to the previous generation as the V3s or version 3s, so this has replaced those. Lumina is still linear, it's still designed for 2x6 framing, it is still indoor-outdoor, it still has the picture frame surround. Flames are yellow, orange, and red, as in previous generations. And there is still downlighting hitting the logs from above, and those lights can change color independently of the flames. It is still a 120-volt unit, so it can plug in or be hardwired. And it is still indoor-outdoor rated, so under certain situations you can install this for outdoor settings. And the flames are sufficiently intense that they are visible outdoors and also in brightly lit interior spaces. So what are the differences? One thing you'll notice is that this new generation Lumina has a different log set. Previous generation had a standard birch kit. This is now an oak sort of driftwood look. And the logs are sitting in a grate, which is a nice touch for a linear fireplace. Usually a grate is something we would see on a traditional insert. This linear fireplace has a grate supporting those logs. So we like that uplift for the logs. It's a nice touch. And we now have ember bed lighting that's independent of the flame color. So the previous Symmetry version had an ember bed light that was tuned to the flame color. So if the flames were orange, the ember bed was orange. If the flames were red, the embers were red, etc. That ember bed lighting is now independent of the top lighting and independent of the flames. So that's like the Bespoke. So Lumina is much more similar to the Bespoke than the previous version of the Symmetry was. Bespoke looks very similar, almost identical. Bespoke still has some options for the media kit, and Bespoke has the same flame colors, the downlighting, the uplighting. Bespoke has crackling sounds, which the Lumina does not, and Bespoke still comes with a 5-year warranty because the internal components are of a higher quality. So though there are still some minor differences between the Symmetry Lumina and Symmetry Bespoke. The one thing that you will also need to know is that the previous generation of Symmetry was able to be installed fully flush into a 6-inch wall, semi-flush into a 4-inch wall if you purchased an optional thick trim kit or hang on the wall. Lumina cannot be semi-flush, so in that regard, again, it's like the Bespoke. Previous generations of Symmetry could be semi-flush installed, and there was an optional trim kit for that. That is no longer an option with the Lumina series, so that is not something you will be able to do as you could on previous generations of the Symmetry. Other fireplaces that you want to compare this one to, look to the Dimplex Ignite series. So the Ignite XL or the Ignite Evolve are both 6 inches deep, linear, similar profile height to this one. Modern Flames Landscape Pro Slim is 6 inches deep. It's a built-in, but it is 6 inches deep, so it would fall into this category. And the Napoleon and Tice series would also be a 6-inch deep linear that you could compare this one to. All of those can be found at stylishfireplaces.ca. You can search by brand, or you can search by style and look for linear in wall, or in this case, linear on wall as well.